Welcome back. Welcome back. It's episode 209 this week. Mother Tucker, where we meet Cam's mom. And if I remember correctly, she's a little too handsy for Mitch. I think that's how this works. I don't remember the other two storylines at all. I do remember the actress that played Mother Tucker is absolutely genius. I also remember that Mother Tucker is just a funny little play on words. But everything else is a little bit of a blur to me. So let's get into it. We will figure out what the other two storylines are and really get into the Cam Mitch stuff because it's really good stuff. But here we go. Episode 209, Mother Tucker. All right, let's go. Boom, boom, boom.
So the rate of diffusion equals something times the square root of something. I give up. Oh, so close. Shut up.
Hey, don't worry, you'll get it. You know, a lot of famous scientists are women.
They're fat though, right?
Come on, Alex, it's time for your tall lesson. How's the tutoring going?
Are you familiar with the term throwing good money after bad? Are you familiar with the term Dumpy, party of one? Because you will be.
Girls.
Nice.
Haley's coming along really well, Miss Dunphy.
Good, good. Well, the key is to take a lot of little breaks so you don't get frustrated and want to quit.
Got it.
I was talking to David. Come on, sweetie.
I'm just saying, she's never gonna get a job. And how do we know the right Middle Eastern businessman wouldn't treat her great?
I left my shopping list inside. For the record, we thought she could live with you.
Like I'm gonna tell any of you where I live.
Good. Very nice by her.
Haley! What? We only do this when I get one right.
Mama should be here by now. I wonder what's keeping her.
Cam, that depends. Did she take her jalopy or one of them new fancy flying machines?
You know, Missouri's more cosmopolitan than you give it credit for, Mitchell. It's got a very vibrant cowboy poetry scene.
Not sure you're making the point that you
I think you're making.
Hey, that's her. Come on.
I love that line. I use that at work all the time.
Mama!
Oh, that's right.
Well, I don't want to overstate this, but my mom is the
Celia Weston, absolute gem of a person, absolute wonderful actress playing Mother Tucker. Couldn't be sweeter, couldn't be nicer. Was always happy to have her come back and reprise her role. Every single time, she was just wonderful. Also, as a side note, I forgot that we called Cam Little Bomber. That was a piece of ephemera that kind of left my mind.
greatest woman that ever lived.
Cam loves his mom.
She raised 4 kids, 2 barns, and a whole lot of hell.
That sounds like a country song.
And that song would be called The Greatest Woman That Ever Lived.
Cam loves his mom.
All right, I'm not sure who
From the
wrote
minute I met
this.
Barb. She has been open and loving and caring.
Oh, I miss these shoulders.
If I had one complaint, and I do, it's the inappropriate putting of her hands on my body.
Hey, Barb. Got you the cranberries you wanted for the stuffing.
Oh, bless your heart.
I can't even help you. Oh, and a horsey bite.
Oh.
This is how I like to cuddle.
So good.
It's been going on a long time.
We see Manny putting lots of sugar in
My
his.
stomach's a little funny today.
Oh, I am so sorry, Papi. Maybe we'd stop first at the crib store and you lay down and I buy you a little dress.
Gloria thinks Americans are babies.
Well, in Colombia, we couldn't go running to the hospital for every little sniffle or a dislocated shoulder.
That's right.
Okay, good. 5, 6, I serve, huh?
Jay, what are your symptoms? Nausea, bloating?
Manny, what did I say about getting off that crazy doctor website?
I'm just worried about Jay. Stomach pains can mean a lot of things. Intestinal blockage. Do you have a fever?
Stop it! Manny, he's fine. Tell him you're fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, good. Get in the car.
Home fine, not mall
No,
fine.
written by Paul and Brad,
When I
a
shop
wonderful
and
writing
read.
duo,
Clear space.
and two great people. And directed by Michael Spiller.
I'm not loving your color.
Go play.
Don't be a hero.
So dumb guys go for dumb girls, and smart guys go for dumb girls? What are the smart girls?
Cats mostly.
Mostly.
Oh, so good.
Haley, how
Hey, wait a minute. I have cats.
About a week.
Son of a
I was just
bitch.
to shut him up, but now I'm starting to like him.
If you really like him, though, you have to break up with Dylan.
What? No.
Believe me, it's best for everybody if you just do it quickly.
I can't believe we're having this conversation. He's like part of the family.
Trust me, it's the right thing to
Oh,
do.
the orange plates.
Okay, but be gentle. Boys are surprisingly sensitive at that age.
Water polo girls.
Yes, I'm gonna tell the water polo girl story because it hurt.
I hurt.
Okay, so I'm working in the principal's office. She walks in, hair all silver from the chlorine. Tells me she wants her varsity jacket back. I tear up a little. Then I tear up a lot. I'm begging. At some point, I realize I'm sitting on the button to the high school intercom system. Yuck it up, ladies. Wasn't funny then, is not funny now. It was traumatic.
So good. Those two are so good.
Don't do Dylan like Linda the Cannon Kincannon did me.
Lennon, the Cannon, Kincannon.
That was a long time ago.
I loved her.
Okay.
Linda the Cannon Kincannon, which actually I think was a different name from the first script before the rewrite, because you always get a well, not always, but most of the time you get you call it a white. It's just a white script, and then every time that a scene changes, you rewrite it, something new happens, you get colored pages. The next color would be blue, and then I think the color after that is pink, and then I think the color after that is goldenrod, which is yellow. And so by the end of a episode, you have a multicolored script, and you can tell how many times things were rewritten by the many different colors inside the script itself. Green actually comes after maybe green, then goldenrod. I'm not sure. But there is a certain way that it does go. And so, if you see a mostly white script or kind of a little white and blue script, that it wasn't rewritten very much. If you, back in the day when you actually had hard copies, so now everything's on your iPad, everything's digital. But before, everybody got a script and you wrote it. And, you'll see, much like me and a lot of the old school guys still like to have a hard copy script because we still like to go through, write notes in the margin. And yes, you can do that on the iPad now. They have everything that you need to highlight lines and write scripts in the notes in the margin and everything. You can do that. There's programs that they're all wonderful, I'm sure. But old people like myself have a certain way of doing things, and that way is a hard copy, which then you then the pages will come out and you pull the old pages out and you put the new pages in, and you'll see what's changed, because also on a script on the side you'll see little asterisk stars the whole way down for each thing that changed. So if you open up a page and it's blue and there's only one small asterisk in one, like on one line, that everything else has been the same, but that little line, something in that has changed. Either a dialogue change, screen direction change, or maybe a stage direction change. Sorry, not screen direction, but or a stage direction. Maybe they added a different prop or something like that, or it's in a new location, they changed the location, they changed it from night to day, something like that. So that's how those scripts, hard scripts, and that's how pages come out digitally as well. You'll still see most of that same stuff. Yeah, it'll say blue revised, gold revised, things like that. The Canon Concanon, I think, has actually a different name, and then when the next draft came out, I think that's the name they landed on, which was absolutely brilliant. I might be wrong. Maybe that was from the start, but I feel like I remember a different name, or we came up with a name I don't think we came up with it on set. I think it was in the script when we got it, and it's just I don't know why I find that name funny, but I think it is absolutely brilliant.
You know what? Maybe I'll call Dylan after he talks to Haley. He's gonna need someone to lean on.
But that someone should not be his ex-girlfriend's father. Honey, when Dylan is out of her life, he should be out of ours.
You've always hated Dylan.
I have not always hated Dylan. I have always thought that Haley could do better. Plus, the new boyfriend is so smart.
It's done. We broke up.
What?
I texted Dylan. It's over.
Bet that's him. Yep. Sad face emoticon. I can feel it hurt through the phone.
This thing is so good.
Cam's
Well,
mom
5 new
came out
plate.
to dinner with her hands all over me. It was like she was blind and wanted to know what my thighs looked like.
Are you sure? I mean, are you really the best judge of this kind of a thing? You've had boundary issues since you were a kid.
I have not.
Okay. Sorry, my mistake. Must be Cam's mom. Her issues. Nothing, just getting a spoon.
Stop it.
Is it bothering you?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Mitchell.
Claire, stop it.
Mitchell,
Stop it.
Mitchell,
Force
Mitchell,
fields.
It never stops being fun.
Listen, this is not in my head, Claire, and it's actually getting worse.
What does Cam
This
say?
Well, he never.
is this the second time? Maybe Fire and Ice being the first, or Fire and Ice. Is that right? Fire and Ice, being the first, but we get to see the brother-sister relationship of Mitch and Claire, which I don't think we explored a little bit, in the big family settings and stuff like that, where they would always talk to each other and stuff like that, but never a more intimate like one-on-one setting, other than the ice skating episode that I'm recalling. If I'm wrong, throw it down in the comments. Be like, no, obviously you're wrong. Here. Let me know in the comments. But I think this was one of the for earlier times that we actually explored a one-on-one relationship. You get to see the sibling thing.
Never seems to notice. And I certainly can't talk to him about it because God forbid I say anything negative about his mom. One time I added salt to her casserole and he went into the garage and punched the car.
Okay, Mitchell, if this is happening, and I'm pretty sure it isn't,
Thank you, supportive.
then you need Cam to
So
see
good.
his mom feeling you
So
up
good.
and make Cam deal with it. Think about it. Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Miss Dunphy. Or I guess now that Haley and I broke up, I should call you Claire.
I actually think we're gonna stick with Mrs. Dunphy.
Yeah.
Come on in. How you doing?
It's so good. I mean, everywhere I look, I see her face.
To be fair, Dylan, that is a family portrait.
The family portrait's still on that wall.
Cool?
Oh, sure.
There she is again.
Oh, what a great visual
Go to the
gag.
bookshelf. Just gonna.
Oh, Reed, so good.
I need the name of that medical website.
Can this wait until I'm home? I'm having the round of my life.
I've been thinking I might have a couple of those symptoms you were talking about.
Oh, I see. You might as well play through. It's gonna be a while.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but I just want to make sure.
Is that money?
Work. So tell them I get that order out this afternoon, huh?
Did she buy that? Because it sounded fake on this end.
I'll talk to you later, Tom.
Dylan.
All right, so I don't know if we go back to Manny there. We'll find out. But this is a trap that I see writers fall into every once in a while when I'm reading, spec scripts or things like that. Is that you're writing a scene for somebody that's in a different location and it's the only scene there, and you don't think about it, but that's a day, or at least half a day. That's a crew has to go there and shoot to a different location that they have to find, and then they got to go and get parking and unload the trucks and go, and then they shoot that 5 lines at a spot, and then everybody packs up, and it's a time eater. For you writers out there, be conscious of it. It's sometimes it's funny. And like there, it was funny. It was great. The lines work. It's great for a show like ours. It was easy. You know what I mean? We fall off the truck, we shoot it, we jump back on the truck, and we're gone. It was nothing to that. But for a more traditional show, those are things where you have to be mindful because you're adding a lot of time for what you hope is a lot of juice in the squeeze. But if it's not, then you are just throwing money out the window and you're making your script more expensive. So for young writers who are trying to get a script off the ground, that's just one of the things you should be mindful about. I worked a show one time that actually, I don't believe they shot, I want to say 11 episodes or 13. They didn't get the back 9, I know for a fact, but I think they shot the first 13, and I'm not sure it aired. Maybe it aired 1 or 2 weeks and then it was off. But it was a show that was that. Hey guys, you remember that time we were at the airport? And then you'd smash cut to the airport and be like a visual joke or a 2-line joke, and then they're back to, and they smash cut back to the scene itself, and it was a whole show of that. And let me tell you, it's expensive. You're building a lot. Hey, when we were at that restaurant, okay, you're building a 2-wall set, which is actually just the 2 walls. Here we go. So it would be like that. And you would, whatever your 2-wall, it's called a 2-wall, and you put you shoot it with like 1 or 2 cameras, and you just shoot it straight into the walls, and that way you're not wasting money on the 3rd wall or a full setup or going somewhere. But even that's expensive, and it's a lot of scene setups. And it was a show that was completely joke after joke after joke after joke. You'd have 30, 40 different locations in an episode, and it was expensive. And you're losing money to locations, and you're losing money to construction because they're building all these 2-wall sets or 3-wall sets, and your crew is moving between stages back and forth because they have a bunch of different scenes to shoot. And it's just something to be wary of. Make sure if you're writing it that it's funny enough that it is the juice is worth the squeeze, as they say. There, I think it was 100%. Like, you got the playthrough joke, round of my life joke, and Manny on just the visual comedy of Manny on a miniature golf course while Jay likes to golf. This isn't the batting cages because we already saw Phil at the batting cages in an earlier episode, so it might be the only time we were there, but it was worth it.
Hey, Mr. Dunphy.
Hey, now that you guys are broken up, you can call me whatever you want. Phil, Vitamin P, P Daddy.
Okay, Phil.
Okay. I'm gonna miss that bad boy. Might have to get my own axe. Sometimes I come in here and noodle on it. Actually, I've been writing a little song of my own. Might be able to pluck out a few.
I keep on hoping that this is just a dream, that Haley and I didn't really break up. But it's not a dream. Unless the whole thing was a dream and we never even dated in the first place.
Weird. This is kind of what my song's about.
Yeah. Weird.
Hey, I know this is tough, but you're gonna be fine. I was a lot like you in high school. Except my hair was shorter and my guitar was a flute.
Well, if you want your own guitar, I mean, we could go out and we'd pick you one.
Oh, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Yeah, totally. Well, I guess I'll get going. So I can, be alone forever.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah. Let's go guitar shopping.
Awesome.
Do me a favor. Don't tell Mrs. Dunphy.
Yeah, definitely. You got it.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll see ya.
Okay. You can go ahead and exit through the front door.
Oh, right. Habit.
Oh, what a great joke.
Old yearbooks.
Don't say no all.
Oh, look.
What?
You're the cutest boy in school. We're going to have an awesome summer. Smooches, Brenda. Oh, Brenda, you're about to have the most confusing summer of your life.
Hey,
All
guys.
right, so
Oh, there's Mitchell.
those, I believe, were his actual yearbooks. And then on the bottom, which is the one in his hand right now, I think might have been a prop that we used to hide the artwork on his actual yearbooks, because we want to hide that, so it matches where A, Cam went to school, and B, gives a little anonymity to where Eric went to school, which there's no anonymity on the internet, I know, but still. And also artwork that's not cleared. So I believe that the one in his hand is actually a prop one, and the other ones were actually his own, if I recall correctly.
Little corn silk.
Ah. Oh. Oh, you are such a good hugger.
Isn't she the best hugger?
Thank you.
Oh, and look what I got you, Barb.
What's that? Oh,
Scratchers.
Thank you. Nice.
Oh, that's your tea. I'm gonna get your tea.
Thanks, honey. Well, I need a quarter. Let me have that.
Oh, wow, yeah, feel free to fish around in there. Cam? Cam, I'd like a cup too, please.
Just a second.
Barb, you know what? I strained myself so bad today. Oh.
Well, what's hurting on you?
It's this area between my lower back and upper thigh.
Sounds like your fanny.
It's my fanny. It's really knotted up.
Well, you need someone to work on that.
Oh, I would love that. It's really seized up. Just put your fingers all over my fanny. Your magic fingers. Barb.
Mama, your tea. Mitchell?
Thanks, sweetie.
See you in the room for a minute? It's very hot. Don't burn your tongue.
All right, honey.
Okay, I am not going to cry, but I want to know why, Mitchell. Why you are presenting to my mother like a
baboon.
I wanted you to see her fondling me.
So you do want me to cry?
No, Cam. It's just, she's always touching me inappropriately, and you never seem to notice.
Show me, Mitchell. Show me on Lily's doll where my mother is touching you.
I know that you don't want to hear this, but she's handsy, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my God, I know what this is. You're just not used to having a mother that shows affection.
Oh, do not make this about my mother.
I didn't. But it is normal for a mother to be physical, and it is not strange for an occasional hug or a little pat on the fanny.
Oh, these aren't pats, Cam. No. She squeezes and lingers.
Show me where she squeezes and lingers.
Cam, put the doll down.
So good. Both of them are so good in this scene.
Sexual or crazy town, but your mother cannot keep her hands off of me, and it's creeping me out.
Oh.
No. Oh, Barb.
Let me show you where you stand, my mama.
So good.
Let me pick out my axe. You were so right, by the way. The one with tuner on overkill.
If you want, you can have some.
Diet starts tomorrow. Don't tell Mrs. Dunphy about this.
I always wanted to go to this place with Haley, but she said it looked stupid.
The girl with strong opinions, like her mother. Claire hates this new sweatshirt I bought. She says it looks like something a girl would wear to the beach.
Yeah, it does.
But I wear it anyway. See? If
All right.
you're alive, you can't do the things you're passionate about.
Here's continuity.
Passionate about, Dylan?
Just small continuities that we can't, nothing you can do about it.
If you want, you can have some.
Diet starts.
Alright, so. As you can see, the ice cream has not started to melt, so you know this was a take that I could get in there and fix it.
Tomorrow.
But when we go to the next cut, you'll see it's melting down the sides.
I always wanted to go to this place with Haley, but she said it looked stupid.
The girl was strong.
Yeah, so it's all melted down the sides, which is the horrors as a prop man of doing ice cream scenes. Because unless you're doing mashed potatoes, which a lot of times we use mashed potatoes as ice cream, or foam as ice cream, because it doesn't melt and it's easy. But you use that in background. You don't use that a lot of time for hero, and you can't do it when they're eating because they want to eat and they aren't going to eat mashed potatoes or foam. So here you are. You try to get in there and switch it out every single time, but sometimes you can't. And so we will bounce between cuts, and when you bounce between cuts,
Sweatshirt I bought. She says it looks like something
we'll go back out here to the wide, and it'll be all clean again.
Anyway.
See?
See?
That's just the way it works some days.
The things you're passionate about. What are you passionate about, Dylan?
I always wanted to drive to Graceland.
Fun! What else?
I know a guy who can get me a pet bobcat.
Yeah, no, you don't really know what they're gonna do. The point is, you got your whole life ahead of you. Enjoy being single. I really gotta play that song for you. This is all in there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Be right back.
Hey, come here. Is that guy over there with someone?
Uh-huh.
Could you tell if there's anything going on between them?
I don't know. They were talking about taking a trip to Graceland together.
He just wants to go because he thinks it's an amusement park.
Dylan's car.
I gotta tell you, this is looking more and more like diverticulitis.
Do they say how to treat it, like a heating pad or... Oh, there it is again.
Describe the pain.
It's like I'm being stabbed, but also like I ate a bad scallop that's stabbing me from the inside.
That's colorful, but there's no box for that.
What are you guys looking at?
Huffington Post? Girls?
Girls, honey, Huffington Post.
What did I tell you?
It's not his fault. I asked him to look. I'm starting to think I have a serious problem here.
Yes, you do. That computer. You read it there, you think it here, you feel it here. You want to feel better? There. You're cured.
Give me 15 minutes, then tell Florence Nightingale I went to the hospital.
Florence Nightingale.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill both of them.
What happened?
Dylan has a new girlfriend.
When did that happen?
Who cares?
I was,
Who
I didn't
cares?
say anything to you.
He's not answering my text. How could he do this to me?
Oh, honey, you were the one who broke up with him.
I didn't think he was gonna find someone so fast. Maybe he's better than I thought.
No, he's not. No, he's not better. No, you know who's better? David. David the tutor. Smart. David. Maybe that's him right now. Do you want the house to yourself? For just a little while.
I got your texts. You swore a lot.
Who is she?
Who's who?
Your new girlfriend. I need her name and address so I can mess her up.
I don't have a new girlfriend.
Don't play dumb, Dylan.
I'm not. I'm never playing dumb.
I saw you at that stupid restaurant sharing a sundae with her ugly sweatshirt on a chair. Oh, is that the skank?
No.
Skank?
There's
Jesus.
no skank.
Well, then why aren't you answering it?
Because I want to talk to you.
Well, I want to talk to her. I'm going to call her back and tell her to keep her hands off of what belongs to me.
Haley.
Hello?
Dad?
Haley?
All right. This is a Michael Spiller thing. It's also a writing thing. It was well written by Brad and Paul. A little DP thing. I'm sure Bags had something to do with it. But the setup and reveal for this scene, for being in this corner, to get all four of them in the shot, for Phil to come downstairs and play it in that one shot is absolutely perfect. It is perfect. Spiller was always a great director, and this shows why. We could have been in a different camera position. We could have played this in twos. Sure, you want to see it in the wide because it's funny, but this is just absolute great setup. Also look at your actors. There's depth. Haley's in the foreground, then you have Dylan, then you have Claire kind of in the deep background. Phil coming down the stairs. It is just a wonderfully set up visual gag to go along with kind of the climax of the B storyline here, or A storyline here, or C storyline, whatever you want to call it. If Mother Tucker's A storyline, we'll call this the B because the C is kind of just Ed not feeling well. But look at this setup. Look how it plays beautifully. It is just, watch the scene. It is excellently shot.
Just a little while.
All right, there's a cut there, but now we're just back in that same camera
I got
position.
your texts. You swore a lot.
Who is she?
Who's who?
Your new girlfriend. I need her name and address so I can mess her up.
I don't have a new girlfriend.
Don't play dumb, Dylan.
Not.
Yeah, now we're into
I'm
this.
playing dumb.
Look
I
at this,
saw you
and you
at
could
that
play this
stupid
whole thing
restaurant
from this.
sharing a sundae with her
We
ugly
cut into it, but we
sweatshirt on a
still
chair.
play this whole scene in
Is that
this
the
one.
skank?
No. No, there's no skank.
Well, then why aren't you answering it?
Because I want to talk to you.
Well, I want to talk to her. I'm going to call her back and tell her to keep her hands off of what belongs to me.
Haley.
Hello.
That's so good.
Dad?
Claire finding a window between the two so she could be on camera.
Oh my God, the sweatshirt that was you with Dylan?
Wait, you're the other girl?
No, we're just friends.
Phil, okay, put the phone down. What is going on?
He needed someone to talk to. He took the breakup pretty hard.
You did?
Yeah. I mean, I kept hoping that we'd get back together.
Claire.
Thinking of you with someone else just drove me crazy.
Me too, baby.
But then your dad helped me figure out maybe it's best if we're apart.
Nice.
I mean,
Nice.
I think I just need a little time to date Dylan. And I mean me, not another guy named Dylan.
So, we're still broken up?
I mean, I think so.
Wow, okay. I don't know. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Sarah's so good in this. Claire's so happy. Phil's so sad.
Are you
So
okay,
good.
baby? Do you need another pillow?
I know you think this is nothing, but he did say it could be an ulcer.
He also said it could be gas. Do you want me to burp you? Come here, come here.
Dollars to donuts. It's diverticulitis.
Actually, it's not.
Aha!
You have acute appendicitis. We need to get you into surgery right away.
Emergency surgery. I told you it was something.
That can't be right. You have to check again.
The tests are conclusive. Everything will be all right, Mr. Pritchett. Let's go.
No, Jay. If that's true, then I'm the worst wife in the whole wide world. I made you suffer for 2 whole days.
Honey, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. Why? Why do I always almost kill my
I
husband?
want to hear this story sometime, but I'm sort of counting down to a rupture here.
No, you can't go without forgiving me. What if you die in there? What do I do without you?
I forgive you, but nobody dies of an appendectomy.
True. It's usually the anesthesia that gets you. You're over 60, right?
I will never forget you, Jay.
Could you go back to not caring, please?
Mitchell, it's Barb.
Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry.
Well, no, honey, you hush. Look, I've been thinking about what I heard, and maybe I do touch you too much. And I could say it's 'cause we're a family. But, I don't know. I guess I have been having some fun with you, and I thought that it was harmless, but I would never want to make you uncomfortable.
Barb, it's my fault too.
So we're okay?
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank God. Because I couldn't live with myself if things stayed weird between us.
Cam? Cam?
Well, we got it all worked out, sweetie.
Oh, great. Let me get my camera.
Okay, that's not necessary, hon. No.
From now on, if I go too far, please, you just tell me about it. What is this? Oh, almost lost my bracelet.
There it is, okay.
No.
I'll
Dang it.
I'll get it.
Oh, no, I saw where it fell. Let me
Force
get it.
field, force field. What's going on?
I lost my bracelet in here.
Mama, listen, I think this might be one of those situations where Mitchell feels like you're crossing a boundary.
Really? Like this too?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to have a good long think about how I conduct myself.
Good long think about how I conduct myself. It's such a wonderfully written line.
Well, let's take one quick picture
Yeah.
and we'll get out of the
Absolutely.
way.
Scooch together there. Okay.
Oh, so good.
Hey.
I miss him.
Yeah. He was your first real boyfriend.
I keep expecting him to show up. He used to come by at night and I'd sneak out to see him.
Yeah, I know.
You knew?
His car's 30 years old and doesn't have a muffler. And he honked.
And he honked.
I loved that car.
I rode in it to the guitar store. I felt like I was flying. I know it hurts now, sweetheart, but that's how you know it was a relationship worth having.
It's a wonderful father-daughter moment. Just brilliantly acted between those two. When we go soft like this, we are so good. We do a lot of comedy, but we do this so well as well. Yeah, he hears it. Phil looks out the window. It's a great little ending to our show.
Dylan, you loving Graceland? Yeah, that's true. Probably would be cooler if they had roller coasters. Still, it's fun to see where the king lived, huh? No. That's just an expression. America doesn't have a king. Yeah. Oh, sure. Uh-huh. When? Well, it's not always the case. Huh? So, Dylan, did you get a chance to listen to
Great.
the song?
I don't even think we needed to tag it.
You got 7 minutes?
Got 7 minutes? What a great tag. So good. That's fantastic. He was perfect. Those scenes are great because it's 2 props. It's the sweatshirt, which is technically costumes, but once we do something with it, sometimes it kind of moves over into props, like it going in the trash can, so that's a crossover thing. Costumes will probably still grab it and put it back on him because he has to start the scene wearing it. And the phone, and that's it. But and it's also Ty being allowed to just have full reign as Phil because he's the only one in the scene, and Ty is a comic genius. So it's a great ending to that. Great tag. So let me know what you think. Thank you for spending your time with me. Like, subscribe if you think about it. Send this on to other people. Next week we'll take on another episode, but we had a good time today. I like this one. Celia was great. The other storyline was great. And Jay and Gloria kind of got pushed to the background this time, but that's all right. It was good. So we will start again next week. But until that time, see ya.